Sometimes the weight of expectations tries to box us in the places we weren't meant to fit.
Hi guys, another week of us.
Yes.
Um, this week we are talking about mental load. Can you believe it, Irene? How's your mental load this week?
My mental load was a lot this week. No, seriously, I'm planning a 6 hour professional learning session for my district. 6 hours of me talking. Well, no, I'm not talking the entire 6 hours, but I have to plan 6 hours worth of activities, whether we're reading, the teachers are doing, I'm doing, they're talking. But 6 hours is a lot of slides to plan and a lot of scripts. So my mental load is I'm done.
But is
Stick to
that all you're
talking.
planning? I think you're planning something else.
Oh yeah, and I'm planning my daughter's Sweet 16.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And yeah, and I still have to do, like, it's been sitting here on my desk, my taxes. I have to do my taxes and give it to the accountant. So yeah, my mental load, I'm done. Yeah. How about
Yeah.
you?
My mental load is here.
Okay.
As you all know, I work two different jobs. Um, I am planning a huge move. Oh, Irene whipped out the microphone, so this is getting big. Um, but I'm noticing life doesn't always go as we planned.
No, it does not. But somewhere in the middle of all the chaos and the growth and the figuring out,
Uh, Life happens
that's
and
right. Hmm.
craziness happens, and that's where you become involved in the messy middle. So, as you all know, I'm Teresa.
And I'm Irene. And today, friends, we are kicking off our March theme, which I am so excited about. And we are calling it March Madness.
And not the basketball kind. I think we all need to be clear. It's not about basketball, people.
Definitely not about basketball, although I am a basketball mom.
Mhm.
Honestly, some days just feel like it's a full contact sport. Like I can't do it anymore.
Exactly. I mean, I think that's huge. This
Yes.
month, we're going to talk about things that actually make us feel mad,
Hmm.
frustrated. I have a lot of resentment, so I want to talk about resentment and the things that just pile up, like you're not doing your taxes, which freaks me out because you are the most organized person that I know.
But I've had so many things to do, which tells me that just because I'm pretending I'm not frustrated, I'm just, it's just so much, and it just makes me more exhausted. I don't want to pretend anymore. I just want to lay it all out.
Well, that's great because today we're starting something with like what a lot of women carry, but don't always name. Like, that's huge for us, right?
Yes, and you named it right at the beginning of this. It's called the mental load. So why don't you tell us about what happens behind the scenes, that invisible work?
I mean, you know what's funny? And I think I'm the funny one between the two of us. I really think
You are.
you're
You
you're
definitely
you're
are.
organized. I'm pretty funny.
You are.
Um, I mean, at least I think I am. But you know what's funny, or maybe not funny, is that people see physical task in a household as like a task.
Yeah,
The cooking, the cleaning, the driving kids, the laundry, like we're freaking juggling it all.
absolutely. But what they don't see is what happens in here. The thinking, that thinking behind all of it. The planning, the remembering, the organizing, the stuff that doesn't show up on any table, on anybody's bed after the laundry is done.
Exactly. So, I mean, that's what the mental load is. It's not just making dinner, which, by the way, I think we all should be clear. I do not make dinner. I do not have boil water. I don't do any of that, but I do everything else. So, I want to be clear. So, it's not just that, it's deciding like what's happening every day, every night. I write a chalkboard. I literally write on a chalkboard every day for my family. I write a text for everybody. I literally communicate with the family constantly. There's all these things that's connected, and that's still not enough.
No. And I have to tell you, when you said about dinner, yes, I don't cook dinner either, but you said it before. We have to decide what's for dinner every night or every week or those post-its. And that is something that makes me so mad. Like in my house, the menu planning system, we started this years ago. I even made a video. I did a video and I put it on YouTube of how we sit as a family and we have this menu planning for the week. And everybody, we have a binder. I have a binder of recipes when the girls were little. And we used to go through and they would pick out the
I
ones that they
remember.
like. You remember that? And I would write it on a piece of paper and it would go on the fridge so
Yep.
everybody knew. But guess what? If I don't initiate it, if I don't say, oh, menu planning time, and my kids are now 16 and 18, guess what, Teresa? It doesn't happen. And
Ugh.
it's so frustrating.
I
Yeah.
do the same. I
Mm-hmm.
do the same. I mean, I think I just spoke about it, but I
Yeah.
literally, like, maybe 90% of the women out here in the world, we all do the same thing. There's a lot of us that can relate to it. It's not just about the task. We're feeling that we're the project managers of our household, yet
Yes.
we're still working, managing our own lives, dealing
Mm-hmm.
with our midlife crisis, and dealing with everything else that falls on us.
Yep. And after all these years, I say to myself, why me? Why do I have to be the one who has to start that conversation every week? Why can't one of my kids say, hey, I'm going to do it? And it's not just that thing. It's the house, it's the schedule, it's keeping the activities, making sure the calendars are all aligned, the food shopping, the laundry, and reminding my kids, hey, it's Friday. You need to do your laundry. But no, it is now Sunday afternoon and they're fighting over the washing machine and who's going to get their laundry done first. And it just feels like every time someone wants a piece of us.
Oh God. And the crazy thing is, the hard
Mhm.
part is that none of those things by themselves are overwhelming, right? So
Nope.
if I just had one task, I would excel at it. But
Girl, 100%.
I have a day job, I have a night job, I have a weekend job, I have the mom job that's 24/7.
Hmm.
I'm dealing with the school, I'm dealing with the school coaches, I'm dealing with like the college coaches, I'm dealing with the college, I'm dealing with the bills, I'm dealing with everything. All these things are stacking up and it's just crazy, Bill.
Absolutely. And we're running from one thing to the next, and there's never a pause. And I have to say to you, my pause comes for 5 minutes. That's all I want. I just want 5 minutes where no one in my family needs something from me. And I have a secret for that. You know what I
Oh,
do?
no, tell me.
So before I come home, before I even get out of my car, I get home, I park the car, I turn it off, and I sit in my car for 5 minutes and I just breathe.
Brain. Oh, you
I,
breathe? I
I
thought you
breathe.
would I thought you would punch the like nothing.
No, I take my Balance Essential Oil, which has been my favorite for the last 7 years, and I still go to it every time I have a bottle of Balance in my car, and I put a few drops, and I literally breathe it in. So this week I was at a school, and the teacher's like, you have to breathe it in like a flower. So I breathe in like a flower, and then I blow out like a candle, and I sit in my car for 5 minutes because no one is looking for me in my car.
See, I'm different. I'll be in the car and I'll be like, blah, 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 blah. And then when someone's looking at me, I'm like, oh, I'm dancing. I don't do that, but I'll try it. But because I really talk to myself in the car, I was like, oh, I
Mhm.
hate this person. I can't stand that person. Oh, God, is she calling? I don't want to answer the phone. But I don't do any of those things. I mean, which I need to because sometimes the house gets messy,
Mhm.
chaotic. it feels like you're the only one trying to pull it together. Like last night, I lost it. I walked in the house. The kitchen was a disaster. My
Oh,
husband cooks every single night. Yes, I am blessed. 100%. But I do everything else. You should clean. You should do something. Yes, you clean. You cook. Okay, yes. Check. Yep, wonderful. Teresa's got it. Woohoo! But I lost it. I was like, I'm doing all these things, and the phone is blowing up from coaches to this person to that person. I was like, I just need 5 minutes to myself.
yeah, because that's when the resentment came in. You hated everyone equally in that moment because it starts to feel like we are the only ones carrying the family, carrying the whole entire system of what's keeping us together. We're like that golden thread holding everything together. And if we pull it apart, I feel that sometimes it's going to fall apart.
I mean, the hard part is it's like parenting, responsibility,
Mm-hmm.
dealing with our midlife. Right?
100%. And what about our teenagers?
Oh, God. We love them deeply. I mean,
I
mine
know.
was just
I do
pulling up the
too.
phone right now. But they're still learning responsibility. I think that's the hard part. Like they're annoying, aren't they?
Oh my God, it's 100%. And because they're still learning responsibility and we want them to be responsible citizens of the world one day, it's still very hard. And it means reminding them again and again and again to do their chores: laundry, dishwasher, coffee, or even waking them up in the morning. My daughter's alarm is going off from 6:30 in the morning. Meh, meh, meh.
Oh my God,
And I'm
yours is
like,
sound.
and they don't hear it.
Yeah.
They don't hear it. I have to go in there time and time again. And at 6:50, I'm like, you need to get up. You're leaving the house at 7:10. You're leaving in 20 minutes.
Oh God. I
I
mean,
don't know.
my son too. So I wake up at 5, right?
Okay.
Now I'm doing all these things in the morning, and then it's like
He's
at
moving
6 o'clock.
around.
It's like rah, rah, rah. I'm like, he has to hear it. I'm not gonna baby him. He's
Mm-mm.
15 years old. I'm just not gonna do it. Rah, rah. And I'm like, okay, he's not gonna wake up. He's not gonna wake up. No, Teresa, be a good mom. Like, let him
Mhm.
be. Rah, rah. And I'm like, Nicholas! I'm like, okay, there went my
Ah,
peace.
yeah.
There
Even
went
the
my
neighbors down the block heard you at that point.
I'm like, at that point, I've already like ironed your clothes. I tried to work out. I did my vibration thing. I did my prayers. I walked the freaking dog. I fed the dog. And you didn't wake up for 3 times hearing your alarm.
Yep.
I mean, I think this is what makes us mad within itself.
A
It's
hundred
the
percent.
feeling of having to remind everyone constantly. A part of me is like, you got the family text. I wrote the text on Sunday of what's happening this week. Look at the freaking chalkboard. I write on the chalkboard. Like, if I could remember it and I'm doing 15 other things, why can't you freaking remember it?
And because what I want to say to my kids is we've been doing this long enough. You need to know what happens next. Like, you need to know that this is the routine every single day. Like, why every day you wake up, it's like a brand new day. Like, what? Huh? No, you do not have amnesia. You do not have what that girl had. Remember that movie, 50 First Dates? Where she would wake up every morning and it was like a brand new day. It's not a brand new day, my love. You know what you need to do. So I
I
want
think,
us to switch gears for a minute. Go ahead, finish your thought.
I mean, first off, I want to do a little check on you. Tell me how
Okay.
your ring feels right now because
My what?
your ring, your
Oh,
little
I'll check and then I'll report back. So go
because I
ahead.
have to say, this is the first time that I've seen Irene get a little like wild. She's a
Because I'm
little,
annoyed. This riles me up, and I'm so glad that we're talking about it. And it's March Madness. This really gets me mad. Like,
I love it.
yeah, thank you. All right, guess what? My stress level. Woo, wait. It is. I'm stressed. I am definitely stressed.
Oh, wow. You know, triggers Irene. Yes,
It
you
says
did.
I'm stressed.
Oh, good. I have to say, though, the teeth are perfect. She's stressed, but her teeth are like they're working, girl.
Okay, we're good. We're good. All right.
I love it. So I have to say I probably have the most passive aggressive energy. Um, you know what else I've noticed when I have zero tolerance for is
What is it? Tell
passive
me.
aggressive communication.
Oh, girl. And that for me especially hits home, especially I'm using the word especially because that's how angry I am. When people who are supposed to be your friends and they're being passive aggressive, like, what the fuck is that about? Tell
Mhm.
me.
It's like when someone is upset and they're upset about something, but instead of saying it directly, they make these little comments or
Hmm.
subtle digs.
Yep. And then they expect you to somehow read between the lines. Yeah, you want to read between my lines and figure out what they're actually mad about. No, I can't read your mind. Just tell me, we're all adults here in this room.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I could tell you how to read between the lines.
I'm in rare form today.
I know. I actually love this version of Irene, I have to say. You're very organized and detailed, and like when you told me about March Madness, I was like, oh, all right, we could talk about it, but wow, I could see what really triggers you.
Yes.
So I think when we were younger, we were able to tolerate more, right? Now that we're a little bit older, we're not going to say older, but a
No.
little bit older, we try to smooth it over with peace, which I prefer peace over chaos. I
Yep.
mean, that's my thing. I will deal with a bunch of shit because I can't deal with crazy.
Hmm.
And I want peace.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think when we were younger, it didn't phase us because we had, again, going back to the friendship conversation from last week, we had all these different groups of friends. So if one friend was being passive aggressive, I don't need to deal with you. I can just go to the next group and be with them. But now at this stage of my life, I just don't have that energy anymore. Like, tell me what it is. Let's talk about it like adults and let's move on to the next thing that we have to do, whatever it may be.
Well, that's like last week when you were like, you know what, this person's no longer in my life. I need to
Hmm.
like reply to the text and I'm done. So I
Right.
love that direct communication, but it's respectful. I
Yes.
think passive aggressive I can't even say the word because it pisses me off so much. But passive aggressive communication creates tension that doesn't really need to exist.
Nope. And already we have decision fatigue. We're carrying the mental load of everything else. And now, on top of it, I have to decode and figure out somebody else's hidden frustration. No, thank you. You can keep that and you can close the door and keep walking the other way. Don't want it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, I
Yeah.
mean, you're aging well. You're
Thank
like my
you.
So, like, why does anger become information? Like, right? Something that I've been thinking about that is that
Okay.
anger isn't always a bad thing. I don't like to be angry. I feel like constantly most people are angry when they wake up. I try to be happy. I try to like promote like happiness in my family.
Hmm.
My family's like sometimes you're too nice, but I think it's really important to understand like the anger behind things.
Yes, because sometimes it does give us information. I think so. Like if I'm angry, you'll know that something's up with me. And it's not that, I might not be angry at you, but you can read the room, you can figure things out. So
Right.
being
Not
angry
working.
isn't always, like you said, wrong or a bad thing.
Yeah. It's just not working.
Hmm. Or it can mean that something needs to change, something needs to shift. Maybe it's the expectation, right? I thought one thing and something else happened. So maybe I need to let you know and open up the lines of communication and maybe be a little bit more direct and clear with you. Or your favorite B word, and it's not bitch, maybe it's boundaries. Maybe boundaries have been crossed. Maybe boundaries aren't being followed. I don't know.
I mean, I love boundaries. So in the
I
last
know you do.
maybe year and a half, I created boundaries for myself.
Okay.
Very comfortable telling my sister, my friends, um, that's not the conversation I'm going to touch. And it's only because I know that it's going to create something more.
Right.
I created boundaries with my husband. Like, There's conversations I know, things that are going to trigger me, things that are going to piss me off, and I'm like, I don't want to have this conversation. He's like, why? We can't have a conversation. No, because I know it's going to piss me off, and we're going to get into a different conversation that's going to escalate. So I
Exactly.
think boundaries are so important. I've never had them. I have to say, the last year and a half, be beyond a year and a half, I never had them. Now I have them, and I've created, I feel like, peace for myself. And I think everybody at this point in our lives, if you want to or not, and it was really, really hard for me to do, create boundaries.
I
I
think
think
it's
it's
hard
so
because no one ever teaches you how to create them, why they're
100%.
important, because you're Italian, I'm Greek, and what I know from Greek and Italian families, we're always in each other's business. We're always like this. There's no clear lines. They get very blurry in the middle. My dad is calling me, where have you been all day? What are you doing? I haven't seen you. It's like I'm working. I'm doing things. And then, he'll call me at like 9:30 at night. I'm like, No, well, I called you three times. Well, I'm also getting ready for bed. But why are you going to sleep? Because I have work the next day, but you're young. No, sorry. But that's a conversation for another day about parents. So,
Yeah, I think it's
mhm.
really healthy, and I think as you're growing, and like, doesn't mean growing in age, right?
No.
Growing in like growth, like how you're evolving as a human, creating boundaries are so healthy. I have boundaries with my kids.
Yeah.
I know things that are going to piss me off with my daughter. I know things that are going to piss me off with my son. Actually, know things that are going to piss me off with my dog. My dog doesn't know boundaries, but I know them that I'm going to have with him. Like,
Right.
to me, I was like, I'm not going to deal with him crying while we're on this call. I'm going to put him in his crate. That was a
Okay.
boundary.
Absolutely.
So I had peace during this conversation with you.
See?
I think creating boundaries are so healthy, and we can go into another whole conversation. This is like, I wish I had an aura ring because I would be like, let me check it right now. Um, and I know like a lot of women are carrying like all this stuff, and we don't know how to acknowledge what a boundary means.
No.
And I think it's so important.
Yes. And because so the boundaries, letting people know when we're mad, all those things, when we start to name them and
Hmm.
letting people know, we, for ourselves, we're bringing self awareness. We start understanding what needs to change. Because if we don't say it out loud, nothing's going to change. So if I don't tell my kids, hey, somebody needs to take care of the dinner menu on Sunday, if I keep doing it, nothing's going to change.
Keyword I think we should use tonight:
Tell me.
acknowledge.
Acknowledge. Love it. Love it.
I think the first step is simply acknowledging I'm not going to do it. Someone else needs to take ownership, because I feel like as women, as caregivers, as spouses,
Mm.
as all the, like, even in our own job, like, we take it all on because we feel like, oh, who else is going to do it? But if you acknowledge I'm not doing it, then someone
Yeah.
else has to own it.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. And this is just the beginning, our friends, of our March Madness series.
So next week we're going to
Ooh.
continue the conversation. I want to see feisty Irene.
Okay.
We're going to be raising teenagers in this world. Let's talk about
Ah,
navigate it. We're going to discuss it. We're going to live it. We're going to get wild about it. All these things.
all these things because we are fighting with independence, responsibility, the constant reminders, and being the Uber driver.
Oh my
It's
God.
too much.
We're not getting paid for it. Acknowledge
Right.
that.
No tip, no rating, no nothing. Nope. And we have to pay for gas too on top of it.
Oh, geez.
Figure that out.
So we're going to talk honestly, because I feel like that's so important about us, about our frustrations that come up with parenting teens. And you and I both have teens.
I know we do. I know we do. And we also have to remind ourselves that there's no right or wrong way to do it.
Oh, we're all figuring it out as we go, people.
Yep, because that manual was never written. And if it was, it doesn't fit my kids. So I'm not even going to bother to read it.
So true. Take those showers and put the eucalyptus in it because we're going to need it this month.
Absolutely, friends. So, girlfriends, if you love this episode, please like, comment, subscribe so you can hear every episode and get notified of it. Share it with your friends. Let us know what makes you mad in March Madness, and we would love to continue the conversation.
I
Until
love it.
next week, friends.
See you next week,
All
guys.
right. Mwah. Bye.
We've got scars that tell